Hello everyone. So I just recently showed this Molotow empty pump soft liner marker in a haul video and had said that I planned on using it with my liquid Frisket. So rather than let things sit for a few months and never get to it, I got the kids in here, just random noises. Caitlin's grabbing the stool. I thought I'd fill this and do a first impressions video. So let's just get to it. So all you gotta do is unscrew the top, and then this comes out as well. I don't know, I assume maybe you can get replacement tips for it. And then you just can gently pop off the top there. So then you've got your empty marker, and then there's a little mixing ball in there, so you don't want to lose that. Now what I do have, I think this is called a pipette. I don't know the exact name of it. Caitlin says hello. This is from my old nail art days. I kept it. If I can find a link to this maybe on like Amazon or something, I just thought that would be a lot safer for me than trying to pour in here, because I know I'll get it everywhere. So yeah, I just want to make sure that this is like mix up the drawing gum, because it does seem to kind of separate sometimes. So this is really liquidy. I was informed not to thin this out. I wasn't planning on it. I never would have thought to add water to this, because I think that would somewhat defeat the purpose of liquid Frisket anyway. But this kind anyway is very liquidy, whereas I know some other kinds I've tried aren't. So yeah, we'll just see. So there it is. And then with this you just squeeze it and you can drop like so, and then just fill up the marker here. So let's get this filled right up. So this thing holds quite a bit. Yeah, just a little bit more.
Hi.
Yeah. You saying hi to everyone?
Bye-bye.
Oh, and you're saying bye too. Yeah, it's not time to go bye just yet. Okay. So I've got it filled up. Get the top on there. Get the tip in there. Make sure it goes all the way in, like so. Okay. So now we've got it filled. I'm gonna have to wash that in the sink to get it cleaned out before it gums up my little pipette. And then let's just do a quick little bit of experimenting here. Obviously this is a type where you press down on the tip, you know, and it'll feed the thing, but this has such a fine tip, you can't really be pressing down on it. You're just gonna ruin the tip. So I'm just gonna use my nail to hold the plastic part of it here and do it that way. See, I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to be able to feed this properly, because other markers, yeah, you would just press down regularly, but yeah, this has a really fine tip, so I have a feeling it's going to wreck the tip if I kept doing that. So I don't know, we'll see how this works. There we go. Oh, so far so good. Yeah. Alrighty, seems to be working so far. I can color on the drawing gum, and doing it this way, it applies it fairly thin, so my thing will just be to see if that still works. So I guess we'll just have to test it out on an actual image. You know what, here. This is a pre-printed watercolor card by Susie Plantamira. This was from Simon Says. I showed this in a haul video a while ago. So yeah, I've been wanting to watercolor this, and I thought to do the background it'd probably be easier to mask off a lot of this, so why not? Let's try it out and see what happens. Alrighty, well, so far so good. I've masked off everything with this thing. The one thing I've noticed is because I'm applying it this way, it does, yeah, it applies really thin, so it dries really quick. So larger areas, before I can even fill it in, it's already starting to dry, so it kind of gums up in areas. I don't think that's gonna matter, but we'll see when I actually watercolor it. So far so good. I'm really liking this. So let's just see what happens, and I'll actually watercolor this, and yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna use distress inks, I think, to do my little background. So I've got some tumbled glass, and I'll add a little bit of broken china, and I think a little bit of Mermaid Lagoon. This is my darkest. Oh, and yeah, we're all not feeling the greatest here, so fun times. So, alrighty, let's see how this works.
Wow. Big.
Isn't it pretty?
How?
Okay, so I just did the background, and now I'm just gonna let this air dry, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is dry, but before I try removing everything, I wanted to try using my little distress sprayer, water sprayer. Again, showed this in a haul video forever ago and haven't used it. So apparently if you press it halfway down, it creates water droplets. So I want to try it out. Why not? Why not? This is like a massive first impression video. So let's just see what happens. And then we'll just let it sit for a little bit, just to kind of start absorbing the ink. It's a nice thing about distress inks and how they react with water. It just creates the funnest effects. So let that sit again for just a little bit, and then dab up the excess with the paper towel. Okay, now it's time to remove the drawing gum. And it looks like it worked.
Wow.
Wow, that's really cool, isn't it?
Big.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, larger areas are gonna take a little bit more practice for me anyway, I think, to get proper coverage. I can see spots where the ink did bleed through, but I think that was more user error. But all these little like hearts, this worked perfectly. So yeah, if you've never used liquid first before, you basically just rub your fingers against it and it kind of rolls up on itself to remove. I don't recommend pulling it. I don't think I'd have a problem with this because it is watercolor cardstock, but certain papers could tear. I've heard people say that they've had problems with liquid Frisket tearing their paper. I've never had an issue, but again, it could depend on the type of cardstock you use. So yeah, you just rub your fingers on it and it just rolls up. And yeah, this stuff worked. This marker is awesome. I'm a big fan. So far, so good. So make sure I got it all removed. So yeah, the larger areas I need to practice a little bit more with this because I did get it in the color kind of seeped, like the ink seeped in a few spots obviously when I painted, but that's pretty minor. I'm not too concerned about that. It was more just, you know, like all those hearts. It would have taken me forever to try and like watercolor around them, you know. So super cool. Super cool. So yeah, so far so good. I'm giving my first impressions of this is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna finish coloring this little guy, I guess, and I'll post a picture of the finished card if I get it done before I upload this video. So yeah, I'll post links to everything I used, as always, in the description box below the video, as well as a link to my blog post, all that kind of stuff. So it'll all be there for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!
Bye.